Welcome to the Through the Table podcast with Tom, Rick, Russ, JL, and Brian.
I can bring up the other thing from Reddit that people were making fun of when Brody King debuted.
What's their issue with that?
People were bitching about it. Well, who is that guy? He's a nobody. We want Bray Wyatt to be him. Brody King's a nobody. And it's like, what? It's all the WWE fans again. They're like, Brody King's a no one. We don't even know who he is. And it's like, dude, he's wrestled in like 85 promotions.
Right.
The problem is that their mind is so narrow. It's so small.
Yeah, they want a former WWE guy. That's what
Yeah.
they're looking for. And so they can make fun of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. They want the former WWE guy, and then they're going to turn around the following week or the next day and say, "Oh, all AEW can do is just bring in former WWE guys. They can't create their own talent.
Right.
They're just using WWE guys." That's what my buddy says constantly. It's a constant text barrage. Oh, they're just using the WWE guys. That's it, just WWE guys. If I'm Jungle Boy, I'd be so mad because all they're doing is WWE guys. And we get it. Enough. Guess what, folks? When someone gets released, what are you supposed to not pick them up because they used to work for the rival?
They're an established star. It's you know what I mean?
What did WWE and WCW do back and forth all those years? We were competing against each other every freaking week. Somebody else showed up from one of the other two.
Not for nothing. When Tom Brady signed with Tampa Bay, I'm sure nobody in Tampa Bay was like, "Oh, he's a Patriots guy."
Son of a bitch! Why is that idiot here?
Yeah. It's like no.
Oh, he's a good. We don't want him
coming here. Yeah, we'll take him.
If the Angels ever release Mike Trout and the Red Sox picked him up, I'm not sitting there complaining because he's bad for the Angels.
Right.
In baseball,
he's a rival. We don't want him.
I don't care where he came from. Jesus Christ, these freaking people. Where's the WWE guy?
Right. You know what I mean?
That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
You know what? But they were indie guys. They were all guys who made themselves on the indies before. This is why we have the NIL program, which is why we have these nameless, faceless, stupid ass drones and NXT 2.0 crap, because they're all these guys that they are creating now. But all of the ones, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, even Miro, God, you list all the guys that came over, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, all of them that came over, that got released and that AEW is picking up are all guys who created their name elsewhere. Did they establish themselves in the WWE? Did they have a worldwide audience in WWE? 100% they did. But they had all created their persona, created their gimmicks, created their style elsewhere. And AEW caters to more of an independent and a true wrestling fan. So these stupid idiots in frickin' Reddit, the WWE guys, all of you suck. All of you. Ugh. The WWE guys, Bryan Danielson wrestling for an hour. It should be Jungle Boy. Selves, all of you stink. Ugh. Enough with this. Bunch of assholes. Oh, they're WWE guys. Yeah, you know what? Everybody who's ever worked for WWE at one point is WWE. Guess what? Kevin Nash was a WWE guy. And you still wear your NWO shirt around, don't you? Oh. Get out of your mom's basements.
Fine, I will.
God damn it.
Are you done?
It might be. It's just so maddening. It's so maddening.
Oh, it is.
And
It is.
It's the same thing over and over.
Mhm.
It's not even just Reddit. It's just these narrow-minded. I only know the WWE universe. I only know Michael Cole telling me about stupid social media. All I know, and anything else isn't as good.
Nope.
Like it's I guess to piggyback on the WWE guy thing, it's like, for instance, you know what I mean, Kevin Owens just re-signed, but it's like there was rumors that he might not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, once again, you're telling me that you're not, like, if Kevin Owens got released or didn't re-sign, you're telling me that AEW shouldn't try and sign him?
Why
You know
wouldn't
what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly.
100%.
Like, same thing, Cesaro. You know, it's just like, if Cesaro got fired tomorrow, you don't think AEW would, you know, okay, those 90 days, you know, you're coming right at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they're not creating their own stars.
who cares? Who cares?
The other complaint I see too, and again, I get this barrage of text. The other complaint you see too is, well, you've got guys like Jungle Boy and Sammy and all these other guys who are and Darby Allin who are getting pushed aside for like guys like Bryan Danielson and all that.
Really?
Bryan Danielson is a multi-time world champion and known the world over. I don't give a crap. Darby Allin's time's gonna come. Jungle Boy's time is gonna come.
Jungle Boy's like 25 years old. He's got 20 years. He's got 20 years ahead of him.
You have an opportunity.
All of them are in their mid-20s.
And I'm not a big Bryan Danielson fan.
Sure.
I think he's overrated. But you have an opportunity to sign somebody with that reputation, that worldwide acclaim, and you're going to say, no, I'm not going to sign him. Or you say, I'm going to sign him, but we're going to usher him to the back because I'd rather push this guy that nobody freaking knows yet. They will. They're going to. Yeah. They don't now. They do know who Bryan Danielson is.
But even like, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, Wardlow. You know, like he's, you know, all his matches are the same. He's just powerbombing guys right now. But they're just building them. It's super slow. You know,
that's how they're doing it, right?
For the last 2 years, they've been, you know, because at one point they're doing the obviously Wardlow face turn at some point.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking it might be even soon. Maybe I kind of feel like that even might be how Punk wins at the pay-per-view.
Yes, I was thinking that too.
And then you know,
it would make perfect sense.
You have a giant baby face, you know, in Wardlow now. You know what I mean? It's like, especially after the comments he made this week. You know what I mean? Pretty much saying that he's, you know, AEW, you know, for life, pretty much. And
well, he was at WWE developmental camp like 2 years ago, and they passed on him saying that he wasn't skilled enough to be a WWE wrestler, is what they told him.
And now all of a sudden, because he's given an opportunity to show his potential, they're like, oh, this is a guy we want to sign. You had him.
Yep.
Yeah,
he was ready to sign on the line that day, and they said, nope, we don't want you.
We don't see any potential here. Oh, now you do, don't you? Now you do.
And you wonder why he's pissed about it. That's a whole segment, just Tom doing that.
Yeah.
So sick, and I'm tired of every single Thursday. They're focusing on WWE guys.
But I mean, even that, it's like, okay, whatever, WWE guys. I mean, you have Adam Page. You know what I mean? You have you know, you get the Sammy thing, and I guess whenever Cody comes back, which is another thing.
This week he's back.
Oh, he is back. Okay, I was
they
just
announced
him
for Dynamite this week.
They had Roman Reigns was like beat COVID in like 2 days. You know what I mean? And Cody's been out for like a month and a half.
And now Dustin has it.
Oh no!
Yeah, he said that. He said that last night on Twitter.
He's at that risk age. He might want to be careful.
And that sucks too, because it pretty much. I mean, I wonder if like him just wrestling Sammy almost Friday. You know what I mean? Like
Sammy's the carrier monkey.
Might be.
Well, if Ty Conti has it next, then yes, it's Sammy's fault, I guess.
No, he's carrying COVID, not AIDS. That's the other.
Ty Conti has to put her mouth places, Tom.
That's true. That is true.
And that's how it gets transferred. Droplets. Droplets.
That's the other take was we touched upon it earlier with Lambert calling Adam Page a fake cowboy, but is the Murder Hawk Monster, is he really a viable world title contender? When you're trying to build up a top babyface title holder, he is. He sure as hell is. Was the Earthquake a viable world title contender against Hulk Hogan all those years ago when no one knew who the hell he was and they pulled him out of the crowd to do a stupid competition? No.
Right, but he put him on, what was it, the Funeral Parlor or the Brother Love Show? One of them, I forget what one it was.
Like on a Superstars.
Right, and that was it. SummerSlam is main event's done.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Took
now
10
you
minutes.
have this guy come out, beat the crap out of Page. Ooh, this gonna be interesting, but it's just to set up a lengthy title run for Page.
Right. What are you gonna have him fight all top contenders right away?
Right.
You got to give him a few wins here and there. Every championship has that. Everybody that defends a belt,
except for Big E's run.
And here
he didn't
are.
get one right.
No, but here we are again. First off, we've ushered Bryan Danielson to the top of the line to get the world title shot. That's what I heard. Now it's, this guy doesn't have a name, so he shouldn't be going off the title. What do you people want? You don't want the WWE names, but you want the WWE names because you don't know the other names. What the?
Any name they'd give them, people would have a problem with somehow.
Right.
What do
Everybody.
you people want? What do you want? Holy crap! What do you people want?
No, I think it's a great, what I mean. It's a great.
They say they put Adam Cole in there instead of Archer. People are complaining about that.
WWE guy.
Anybody,
Right.
It doesn't matter who it is.
But even that, like I bet you,
So put Darby in there. People complain Darby's not a no name. It doesn't matter who's in there.
It's these people that nothing that anybody other than WWE can do anything right.
Right.
But the other thing too is I bet you, because then there would be those people. It's like, all right, well, put somebody with a name, like you said. You put Adam Cole, and then Hangman beats him, and all of a sudden people are just going to start getting mad that it's like, well, really, Hangman's going to beat Bryan Danielson and then Adam Cole. It's like, I mean, so what is it?
He's your champion, so
right.
It's not his time. Sorry.
You set up Lance Archer.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, does anyone think he's going to win?
No.
But it's, I think, you know what? Like you said, they could have a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to build up Archer more to possibly stay up in the main event scene.
This is not going to squash him.
Right.
No.
I mean, it shows Hangman can wrestle the scientific guy. He can wrestle the big brawling guy. It shows that, he can wrestle all different types of styles at the same time.
This is going to build both of them up. This is
Right.
going to help Adam Page's title reign.
Yep.
But it's also going to bring the Murder Hawk back up too, because he's been gone for a couple of months.
Yep.
Speaking of which, where the hell's Miro been?
He's hurt still. That's why he hasn't been on.
He's cutting that. I know
He's doing the thing about taking on God in promos.
As he should be. Someone's got to.
Yeah, he did something to his quadricep, and they brought him back into the tournament there early, and he re-injured it.
I don't know why, but you said that very technically.
Thanks.
It's very
I
eloquent.
stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
It shows. Miro, though, he's a WWE guy. Yeah,
it doesn't matter who you pick. Archer, he's a Japan guy. No one likes anyone from Japan. Like, doesn't matter where you go.
Like I said earlier, you're not going to please everybody.
No, especially a WWE fan watching AEW.
Yeah.
You won't please them no matter what you put on there.
I just don't like this. The thing I don't get is the diehards that are like, oh, we want AEW to fail. Like, we want people to not have jobs. It's like,
because that's what we
Competition
lived
is
in.
bad.
That's what we lived in 20 years ago.
Yep.
We were made to believe that one of those two had to go away. It was either going to be WWF at the time or WCW, but someone had to go away. Somebody was going to go, and that's what we all these years later are still being made to believe that there has to be some sort of stupid competition instead of sitting back and saying, wow, we're living probably in a golden age of professional wrestling where the talent is better than it's ever been, ever.
Yep.
We have multiple national, worldwide companies that we can sit back and watch almost every freaking night of the week. And instead of enjoying this and saying, wow, look, that was a 5-star match on Wednesday night. And oh, look, Friday, 8:00. Hey, there's Roman Reigns. What a great storyline. Instead of doing that, we're just like, oh, one of them's got AEW stinks. That's what we're doing. These freaking assholes who claim to be wrestling fans can't just sit back and enjoy what's in front of them. It's never been like this. It's these same assholes that we obviously for those people who listen, there's 24 of you, so you're probably all in the area. It's these same assholes that New England sports fans is the same thing. Nothing's ever freaking good enough. It's 20 years of championships. No, they're gonna lose to the Bills. Yeah, and you know what? They might. Who gives? Seen 6 championships. Who cares? It's the same with this. Sit back and enjoy it. Sit back, enjoy the ride. It's never been like this before. Don't know if it's ever going to be like this again, but right now it is. So enjoy it.
Right. But even like the Monday Night Wars, like never once. I can't say I was a smart fan. Like, I knew obviously it was fake. I wasn't really reading like the dirt sheet kind of stuff back then. But it's like I was still just watching the product. But it was like, okay, all right, WCW starts from 8 to 9. You know what I mean? Like, and then Raw starts at 9, so I can watch an hour of WCW, and then I can switch back and forth during the commercials. It's like never once was I like, man, I hope one of these companies just closes down. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't. I just don't understand why anybody would just want to see all these people lose their job. Like, I don't want to see anybody lose their job. I just want the product that I enjoyed to be enjoyable again.
The day that WCW went out of business and the day that ECW folded those are the days where I was like, all right, well, my future in this industry is over. Because where else was I going to go? I was never WWE material the size that I'm at.
Right. Unfortunately,
it's the same. Why would you want these places to close? Why can't you just sit back and enjoy what you're seeing? I don't get it. I don't get the mentality of it's got to be one or the other. It should never be that way.
Right. No, not at all.
Sit back and enjoy what you're seeing. Enjoy the fact that there is some of the best wrestling and some of the best talent that we've ever seen.
Like,
you want to be?
Oh no, go ahead, Tom.
I was going to say, you want to be a WWE fan? Be a WWE fan, but check out AEW, check out TNA, see what these other places are doing.
Sure.
Right, and if you don't like it, okay, don't watch. You don't have to watch.
Right.
But you don't, at the same time, you don't have to think, man, I hope this guy gets hurt, or I hope, that's what Ray Phoenix gets for just wrestling W. It's just there's no need for it. There's no need.
Not at all.
And I hate this notion too, that because he's becoming a gigantic star, that MJF automatically is just going to go to WWE in 2024, or that Wardlow is now going to sign with them, or, you take your pick on guys that, supposedly don't make stars, yet all these people expecting them all to go to WWE, which is funny to me.
Because that's where the real stars are born.
Yeah.
They're not stars now. Nope.
The belief that these people are automatically just going to sign with WWE is dumb to me, because
I don't get it.
They're not the only game in town.
Nope.
B, they're not a destination anymore. C, WWE doesn't want what these people can do. They just don't. Enough with this. Let's enjoy the fact that everybody's working right now. This is the greatest time. If you're a professional wrestler, you have so many different options available to you where you can be on a national scale. You can be exposed nationally and make something of yourself. It's never been like this before. Even in the WCW days, it was never like this before. This is an amazing thing. I don't know why I've been fired up about this all week.
You got, it's everybody can prosper, and I just don't see why people need to hate on it. And just. It's just, okay, you don't like it. That's fine. I've never been like, oh, you didn't like Captain America, the movie? Oh, no, I thought it was terrible. It's just like, well, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, okay, you don't like it. Oh, you don't like cheese pizza? Well, you're an asshole for not liking cheese pizza.
Come on now.
It's this mentality of, I like Domino's, so I hope all the Pizza Huts burn to the ground. Like, no.
Right.
It's just never. I don't know. Like I said, I think it goes back to the whole Reddit thing where it's just so many people just have a opinion, and they have just so many platforms.
And you can hide behind your keyboard. Opinion. That's all it is nowadays.
You just exactly.
Half of them probably don't even mean it. They just want to be cool like everybody else.
Right.
Like half of them probably don't even mean it.
Right. Just because then that gives people, that they probably have nothing better to do with themselves. So
exactly.
I'm just gonna stop. At least I could talk to somebody that way.
Right.
I think part of the issue too is that WWE, I think, made mistakes with some of the guys that they got rid of.
Oh, sure.
And AEW's capitalizing on it. AEW's capitalized. You know what else AEW did? AEW gained a lot of support with wrestlers during the Brody Lee thing.
Yes.
Punk said it himself. Bryan Danielson said it. That was the main reason why both of them came over. That was the main reason. Adam Cole, again, was another one that was touched by that whole thing and said that this, helped with his decision making. You don't get that with Vince. Vince is a sociopath. Vince will like you as long as you have what he needs, and the second you don't, that's how he is.
Oh yeah.
Tony Khan seems more like, let's go hang out. We'll chat for a bit. Tell me about your life, and cool.
Yeah, tell me anything. I'm not going to yell at you.
I just don't get why we just can't appreciate the fact that we're in uncharted territory with wrestling, and it's some of the best that I've ever seen.
It's not going to last forever.
No. Much like 20 years of the Patriots doing what they did, it doesn't last forever.
No. Nope.
This isn't either. The Monday Night Wars didn't last forever. That was fantastic. It didn't last forever.
Right. Exactly.
Because they were so bent in putting each other out of business.
You spend $50 million a show, someone's going to run out of money.
Yeah.
WCW lost.
This isn't even a war. This is
no, not at all.
And if WWE is serious about bringing in people from TNA, and from what I'm hearing, there's a possibility that like Jericho or somebody like that could end up being a surprise entrant in the Rumble.
I'd be shocked if anyone from AEW went there.
There's a little bit of smoke
I've
there.
heard them, but I don't know.
But if that's stuff that ends up happening, I think that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Because that helps everybody.
Oh, sure.
Breaking news. I don't know if you've seen this, Brian. This just less than an hour ago. Just signed for GCW. Moxley versus Homicide.
Yep.
For the GCW title.
The Hammerstein Ballroom show, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're all saying that Moxley will be back at the Beach Break show in Cleveland.
I still don't understand
that's what
that.
they're rumoring is they'll be back on that day.
I still understand how you could have a beach break show in Cleveland. Which is ironic because I was talking to a client of mine today who is in Cleveland, and they were joking that it was 70 degrees and they were about to go sun themselves by the shore of Lake Erie. And all I could think of is that we were literally making that same joke a week ago.
Yeah, really. That's what happens when the first one's in Miami 2 years ago. You bring it back out of the mill and it's in Cleveland this time.
I'm like, how do I break it to these gentlemen in their 70s who are in the staffing industry that in my wrestling podcast, I made the same joke? I don't think that's going to go over too well.
That's when we were doing the trying to crack the jokes last week and everyone was just not doing anything.
Oh, I had one last week that was a complete bomb. I don't even remember what it was. I heard it today. I think I said something to the effect of, well, that didn't go over the way I wanted it to.
No.
So this GCW card's pretty stacked, huh?
Yeah, they're going all out for Hammerstein. Yep. Like I said, they're doing Cardona and Janela for it, like I thought they would.
Yeah, they're doing the Macho Man Ric Flair angle from.
Yep. I'm sure that's all Cardona since he's like a Macho Man mark.
Oh, without a doubt.
Come to my house. We'll take some pictures. Oh, okay, sure.
Glad Janela landed on his feet.
Yep.
I mean, he owns like some of GCW.
He owns part of it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's happy.
I think a secret owner, but everyone knows.
Once the AEW money dries up.
No, soon enough.
Yeah. So this week on what was it?
On Dark,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dark. They had all the other championship belts on the line because it was taped in Charlotte. They were Battle of the Belts, so that's why they made it a big show.
That's cool.
They'd Hangman with the Dark Order. I don't remember who they fought. Right. And the
Rick,
Jurassic Express defended the titles and all that.
You'll appreciate this take. Eddie Kingston's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
he's the best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I love that stuff with Jericho this week.
Yeah.
I'm not in the screen. Hey,
it's not even his in-ring work. I couldn't even.
Not at all.
It's decent, but it's not something that I just love when he just comes out, his facial expressions, how he talks.
Yeah.
What he's saying is it's real. There's like a realism to it. It's beautiful.
He was cutting promos like that in Chikara in like
all the time, right?
2005.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like and they were just unbelievable. And then because like Chikara's family friendly, he wouldn't swear.
Right.
Which I'm not a fan of swearing in promos anyway. But then you have like you'd see him. You have these just incredible promos in Chikara, and then he goes over to CZW where things are a little more lax and
there are no rules.
And then even those promos were just like on a whole different level.
Yeah.
It's just, that's one thing that I've always been a fan of Eddie Kingston. It's like his work's good. I like his work. I enjoy his matches.
Yeah.
But like I could literally just I've done it before. You just go on YouTube and you type in Eddie Kingston promo, and then there's like the super like the option to just pretty much play everything on this list. And I'll just watch hours of Eddie Kingston promos. The guy's just he's just been incredible.
It's the facial expressions for me.
Everything.
It's
all of it. Yeah.
I pay attention to that type of stuff just because you can say words all you want, but your face is what makes it real and what makes it come alive. And the way he just does it, I mean, he's just like any guy you would run into on a street somewhere who's just pissed off at the world. And if you look at them the wrong way, he's going to say something to you. And he's genuine. It's genuine. It's him. It's who he is. And it's awesome to watch. I love watching him.
For sure.
Oh, I was so happy when they announced that he signed. Like he was, that was, probably like my favorite signing that they've ever had. Like I do. I think Eddie Kingston's one of my all-time favorites. I definitely would like to see him with a run with a title of some sort at some point.
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
It's going to happen.
And I hope that it's this feud with Jericho is to put Eddie Kingston over and not.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure. It seems that way.
from what I hear, he is very well liked in that.
Oh, everyone
room.
loves him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Tony Khan is a huge fan of his now. So
well, he always has been. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the run that you're talking about it's coming. I think by the end of this year, it'll be
for sure.
All I can hear is Russ right now going, Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
But if
at least this was a prediction.
I would say it would have been a proper use.
I'll edit some of that audio in there for you from it.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
No, I would love to see.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming though. After the Jericho feud's over, I can see just propping him up. Probably wait till probably won't get the match until Revolution, I would think.
Yeah.
Like I said, anything, whether it's tag it with Mox or have him be the one to beat Cody finally for the TNT title.
That would be smart.
You know what I mean? Or just
because Cody's winning the unification.
Oh yeah, I would think so.
100%. 100%.